Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you do. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1, taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
And this is 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
This is 3rd.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Right back to him on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
the pass.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. And this is...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
23.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Talk about a young man who's been living up to the hype. Nick Bosa, 9 sacks in the regular season of 2019, but really turned his game up for the postseason. Had 4 in their run to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. This guy plays with such passion, such strength, and a huge football IQ. Seems to understand where players are going to go even before the ball is snapped.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Formation for the
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
The pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A gain of 16 on the play. But it's 3rd down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. So possession goes over here on the punt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
2nd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Number 22, the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Ayuk. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
By Chandler Jones. Taken down.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season. 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
First and goal from the 6. They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his second straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Second down pass.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He was there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. 32 yards. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on the play.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The throw over the middle, taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught left side, Williams.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Is under review.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
6 yards to go.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
48 yards.
From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Cardinals 3.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller. Very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
St. Gonzalez to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
By the Cardinals. He'll take over first down.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
The 28-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And this.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Niners 7, Cardinals 6.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
To the ball carrier.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Brings 2nd and 9 now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To George Kittle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The previous play is under review.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From a yard out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
6. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the #1 thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara.
14.
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Down at the 26.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Isaiah Simmons.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. For the last few seasons, it's almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald was going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, 2nd on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice, and maybe he's found new life as he continues to pile up the big numbers.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yard to go.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw now on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
The pass.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I couldn't quite hear, but I can imagine it was a big look out to the quarterback as Nick Bosa got to him yet again for another sack. The 2019 Defensive Rookie of the Year, he continues to make an impact now, and I expect that for seasons to come. Not only is he a great player himself, because of his work, because of his excellent play, he makes everyone else on that defensive line that much better too.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Makes the score Niners 14, Cardinals 9.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
How about Jordan Phillips there breaking through for the sack, and that's exactly why Arizona acquired him, to anchor their defensive line. Very stout against the run, can take on double teams, but he can also split them, get upfield, and get into the offense's backfield, as we just saw there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
At their own 27.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete.
The pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 28.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And running with power here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partners, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
A throw over the middle, taken in. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So, the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.